In the city of Goma in Congo, some 500,000 people live at the foot of the Nyiragongo volcano. They're here because of the fertile farmland created by the volcanic soil. The people are aware of the inherent danger in living here, but are prepared to take the risk. They know when the time comes, they'll have to run for their lives. On January the 17th, 2002, Nyiragongo erupted in spectacular fashion. Lava flows snaked across the plain to the provincial capital Goma, 16 kilometers away.
Mount Nyiragongo is an active stratovolcano located in the Virunga Mountains in the Democratic Republic of Congo. This volcano is located along the eastern border of the DRC and sits very close to Uganda and Rwanda. Nyiragongo is one of 3 active volcanoes in the area, all of which lie in between the Albertine and Kamatembe rifts, which form the western edge of the East African Rift Valley. The East African Rift Valley is a large area containing many faults as plates move away from each other. Nyiragongo is one of the least studied volcanoes in the world, yet also one of the most active and violent on the planet. This lack of research comes from the fact that the Democratic Republic of Congo has been almost constantly at war with rebels within its borders in the neighboring states of Rwanda and Uganda for decades, so very few resources have been allocated to studying volcanoes. Nyiragongo does not have typical Polynian-type eruptions, but rather fissure eruptions. The 2002 eruption occurred when a rupture occurred 11,385 feet below the peak. When the single seam was broken, the pressure was just too much to be contained, and magma quickly rose to the surface, traveling at speeds over 60 miles per hour towards Goma.
Last week, in just a few hours, a natural catastrophe devastated a corner of Africa. A wall of molten lava 1 kilometer wide engulfed the homes of 60,000 people who live in the shadow of the Nyiragongo volcano in Congo. This crisis is the last straw to a region that has been plagued by conflict for the past 6 years. Since 1998, over 2 million people have either been killed or died from malnutrition and disease. Now, most of those who remain have lost the few possessions they had, along with their hopes for a better future. Survivors who head for home find a wasteland, a world without the basics of existence, and those who camp out on the pavements or in fields may be safe from the lava, but they have little food, shelter, clean water, or medicine. Crowded and unsanitary conditions mean that the spectre of cholera now hangs over this already decimated population.
While the 2002 eruption was very serious, experts say the volcano is capable of Pompeii-like destruction. Italian volcanologist Dario Tedesco with National Geographic studied the giant volcano in July of 2010 and said that Goma is the most dangerous city in the world. He found that the true problem with Nyiragongo is its complex system of magma ducts below ground that could erupt directly under Goma, which could completely destroy this essential safe haven. Another potentially devastating fact for Goma is that the nearby 1,000-square-mile Lake Kivu is home to an enormous underwater concentration of carbon dioxide and methane gases, which, given a large enough eruption, could be released into Goma's air and kill every single man, woman, and child in the area before the lava even has a chance to cause any structural damage. But for now, the massive lava lake in Nyiragongo is relatively stable, and new systems and teams of volcanologists are stationed in Goma, waiting and watching diligently to prevent another disaster.